Hello, this is V News Podcast Daily, and following are today's headlines.
The National Assembly Committee for Economic Affairs convenes for session to prepare for the upcoming third sitting of the legislature. All preparations have been completed for the launch of Vietnam's second satellite. A shortage of raw materials has been a major challenge for the seafood sector this year.
The National Assembly Committee for Economic Affairs convened its fourth sessions to prepare issues for discussion at the upcoming third meeting of the legislature, scheduled to open on May 21st.
The committee verified the supplementary report on assessment of the implementation of the socio-economic development plans for 2011 and the first months of this year. It also examined the draft cooperative law. According to the reports, although facing difficulties, the country obtained positive results in socio-economic development goals and tasks in 2011, thanks to due attention from the party, National Assembly and government, with Vietnam posting an economic growth rate of 5.89%. The report pointed out shortcomings such as high inflation, unstable macroeconomic conditions, the economy's low competitiveness, slow economic restructuring, and social and environmental issues. In the first 4 months of this year, measures to curb inflation and maintain macroeconomic stability continue to be effective. The consumer price index has declined. The lending interest rate was reduced and liquidity of the banking system and foreign reserves were improved. Committee members spent much time on analyzing reasons and shortcomings and proposed solutions to meet targets of this year. They said the government at all levels and agencies need to guide the implementation of the National Assembly resolution on socio-economic development and the state budget estimate for 2012. They should continue implementing measures to curb inflation and maintain macroeconomic stability, create conditions for development of production and business, and increase purchasing power.
Vietnam is ready to send its second satellite, Vinasat-2, into orbit. All preparations have been completed for the launch, scheduled for May 16 in Kourou, French Guiana.
The Quế Dương Satellite Control Station in Hoài Đức District, Hanoi, will control the new satellite. It is one of the two stations that have been operating the Vinasat-1 satellite over the last 4 years without any serious problems. Vietnamese engineers are confident they can control the second satellite. The systems for controlling Vinasat-2 have already been installed at the control center and are operational. We have provided training of necessary skills to our technicians well in advance to ensure they are able to operate the control center and master the new technologies. According to its investor, the Vietnam Post and Telecommunications Group, along with Vinasat-1, Vinasat-2 will lift Vietnam's position in the telecommunications market. It will be better placed and has a higher bandwidth capacity to meet the requirements of clients as the existing Vinasat-1 is running out of capacity. The $300 million satellite will focus on the Q-band transponders, which provide radio, television, and telephone transmissions for all of Vietnam and other parts of Southeast Asia. The orbit for Vinasat-2 was carefully chosen. We already registered a number of suitable orbits for launching future satellites as early as in 2003. Along with Vinasat-1, the launching of Vinasat-2 will improve safety, provide a more stable service, and increase the abilities and capacity of Vietnam's national telecommunications infrastructure.
French and Vietnamese experts and students discussed issues on the development of energy and nuclear power in Paris on May 12.
At the seminar on energy strategy held at Panthéon-Sorbonne University, former Director of Science at the French Atomic Energy Commission, Christian Ngo, said that France and developing countries like Vietnam need to diversify and develop nuclear and renewable energies, apart from fossil fuels, to ensure demands for energy. Ngo said, the world faces a scarcity of energy due to increasing industrial and domestic demands, while sources of fossil fuels are being exhausted. He emphasized the importance of raising the public's awareness of using energy economically, with strategies suitable for each individual country's economic condition.
A shortage of raw materials has been a major challenge for the seafood sector this year. The Vietnam Association of Seafood Exporters and Producers say that this has led to many seafood firms encountering difficulties, some even being forced to halt production.
According to the association, most of the enterprises that have sufficient raw materials have invested in agriculture areas and cooperate closely with farmers. There are three models of cooperation between processors and farmers. Some firms hire farmers to raise fish and shrimp. Others provide contracted farmers with feed and fry, while in many cases, businesses provide support to farmers in the form of capital. All three models ensure stable supply of raw materials and help farmers to upgrade their methods of production. According to the association, 70% of fish processing businesses and 20% of shrimp companies have invested in agriculture areas to provide an adequate supply of raw materials. Industry analysts say that seafood exporters need to have stable supplies to ensure output and quality, and this also helps them develop in a sustainable manner and be able to negotiate better prices.
The Hanoi Finance Department plans to list prices of essential goods and services at its website this month. This move aims to ensure healthy competitiveness among producers and traders.
Through the listing, the department hopes to promote compliance to state regulations on price and charge in the capital city. The listed prices will help consumers to choose goods and services that are within their financial capacity. The department will also set up intersectoral working groups to inspect the execution of state management regulations on prices and fees in the city.
Mother's Day is a day for many people to show their appreciation towards mothers through gifts and good wishes. Through New to Vietnam, many local people have warmly responded to this celebration.
This is an annual event on the second Sunday of May, which fell on May 13th this year. Flowers are the most common gift for mothers on this occasion. I want to tell my mother that I always think of her and want her to be joyful and happy. I usually buy flowers to give her on this day. I hope my mother will know that I always love her and wish her good health, happiness, and all the best things. Thu Thao, a young person working far from home, decided to call her mother to show her heartfelt love. I'm far away from home, so I don't have much time to be with my mother. So on such occasion as Mother's Day or International Day of Women, I always call to send my best wishes to my mother and also to say that I love her. However, one does not have to wait until a special occasion to show your feelings to loved ones. Expressing love and gratitude, especially to mothers, can be done at any time. This moral tradition should be maintained in our life.
And that comes to the end of the news today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.